Lunchtime News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. The search has begun for a new boss of Britain's biggest police force after the resignation of Dame Cressida Dick. Her critics said she had to go after a series of failings and the report last week exposing what's been called a toxic culture within the Metropolitan Police. Well, the Home Secretary responsible for finding a successor didn't know the resignation was coming and is said to be furious that the London Mayor didn't consult the Home Office before. More on that in a moment, but first here's our political reporter Shihab Khan. The UK economy shrank in December, but the effect of Omicron restrictions wasn't as damaging as had been feared. Spain has relaxed COVID restrictions for teenagers entering from the UK ahead of the school half-term holidays. From Monday, children aged 12 to 18 who are not double vaccinated can enter with a negative PCR test. Well, it's as the government here has scrapped COVID testing for fully vaccinated people arriving back into the UK. We're joining us still to come. But first, a Labour MP has been suspended from the party after claims he made racist comments. Neil Coyle is alleged to have made the remarks in a bar in the House of Commons. Our political correspondent Carl Dinnan has been following this. And Carl, has Mr Coyle had anything to say on this?
Yes, this morning in a statement, make any further comment because of from all of the bar.
Next is lunchtime. If you're a Netflix fan, you've probably heard of the Tinder Swindler. Well, the documentary looks at an online dating scam with women losing hundreds of thousands of pounds, and it is the reality for more and more people looking for love. New figures show. In the next few minutes, West Ham manager David Moyes is giving a press conference answering questions on Kurt Zouma. Will the club... Ellie, what's the latest?
Well, crucially, strengthening of the club's position or perhaps a backing down, because, of course, they'd be prosecuted. But says Moyes there. So a teenage Russian figure skater who won gold in the team event at the Winter Olympics could be thrown out of the competition after she failed a drugs test. 15-year-old. Finally, they were sold to a circus as lion cubs and housed in cramped, rusty trailers. Well, now, after 4 years, one pandemic and 8,000 miles, they've finally touched down on African soil. Home for the 4 lions of lockdown is now a big cat sanctuary in South Africa. Sharon Thomas reports. Before we go, for any little ones watching, we have a preview of a royal take on a bedtime story. And that's it. I'll be here with the evening news at 6:30. The news where you are follows the national weather, but from everyone here on the lunchtime team, bye-bye. Hello again. Now the main stories in London. Following the Metropolitan Police Commissioner's resignation, questions are being asked as to whether the situation has been handled correctly by London's mayor. Well, we will, of course, have the latest on Dame Cressida's resignation on tonight's programme at 6. A man who died after being stabbed in Greenwich has been named as Bartosz Wysokowski, the 21... Members of an organised crime group who recruited, trafficked and exploited vulnerable teenage girls to commit crimes on their behalf have been convicted of modern slavery and fraud offences. And a £20,000 reward is being offered to help find those responsible for a murder which happened in Barnet 4 years ago. All right, weather now. Here's Ross. And that's all for now. Duncan is back here at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.